will end up being Venezuela on steroids. In Minnesota, she went out. Wait a minute. I'm talking now. If you don't mind, please. Does that sound familiar?
Why?
She went out in Minnesota and wanted to live. In my opinion, I think he's the worst president in the history of our country. She goes down as the worst vice president in the history of our country.
If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now.
You lost, Donald. Bigly.
Frankly, he lost the debate.
The worst debate performance in history. Even Fox can't defend you.
Oh my God.
Lindsey Graham called it a disaster. Your team? Depressed. Freaked out. Kamala owned you.
Donald Trump was fired.
Told the truth about your little crowds. Called out your stupid lies.
They're eating the pets.
You kept taking the bait, and she kept winning. People are saying you should get out, give up. She's better than you. You keep bragging about how smart you are.
Concepts of a plan.
But that debate was a test, a cognitive test, and you failed.
Is she Indian or is she black? She was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person. Some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life.
And cozies up to our enemies.
Hezbollah is very smart. They're all very smart.
Republican senators are blocking key military appointments, making America less safe.
This sweeping hold is undermining America's military readiness.
Republicans are helping Vladimir Putin by calling for the end of military aid to the brave Ukrainians.
Under Republican, not another penny will go to Ukraine.
Today, President Joe Biden is the voice of a strong America.
Let there be no doubt, the United States has Israel's back.
This is an American president.
We cannot and will not let terrorists like Hamas, tyrants like Putin win.
President Joe Biden, America's president.
It's never the
Republicans
who ever bring up race.
This woman, this disaster whose only qualification was having a vagina and the right skin color.
Either Kamala Harris, she's the original Haktua girl.
She's never earned or won anything.
Pimp's trying to find a woman that's weak. You know what I mean, man? Jive turkey? That's not how I remember Kamala Harris speaking. That sounded a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more jive to me.
Kamala Harris is a JV player. She is a DEI pick.
She was a DEI hire.
The DEI vice president.
She would be the queen of DEI if she were elected.
Affirmative action. You're selected because the melanin in the content of your skin.
Is it possible that she's getting whiter?
Whiter? Yeah. I think they've been
Have you seen her lately? Like, it is weird. It's like she's like a biracial werewolf. Just
I've noticed she started wearing
straightening.
She's a DEI hire, right? She's a woman. She's colored, therefore she's got to be good.
So racist.
The first presidential debate last night. That's right. Vice President Kamala Harris faced off last night against former President Donald Trump in their first and possibly only presidential debate. Yes, I am gonna say Trump probably does not want another night like that. That would be like Sully passenger going right back to the airport to get on another flight. They had be like, to hell with that. We will see Aunt Linda next year. According to a CNN poll, 63% of people who watched last night's debate thought Vice President Kamala Harris won. The other 37 spent today gardening their pets with their lives. The White House pushed back yesterday on false claims spread by congressional Republicans that Haitian immigrants in Ohio are eating family pets and said that they are based on an element of racism. That's the biggest understatement since Tostitos, a hint of lime. Former President Donald Trump said today that ABC should have their broadcast license taken away because of last night's debate. If they did not lose, if after wife swap, they were not ever losing it. On Fox and Friends yesterday, host Steve Doocy asked President Vice Kamala Harris aide to invite her on the show and said if she cannot talk to us, God forbid how she deals with Putin? Two problems. First, that's not how you use the expression God forbid. And second, everybody knows Putin show does not have guests. Former President Donald Trump gave the final closing statement at last night's debate, or so he thought. He thought he had the last word. It turns out maybe that. And finally, after Taylor Swift officially endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, the Harris campaign sent an email today that asked the voter to join Taylor Swift and donate $25. Said Swifties, we don't have any more money. Thanks for watching to American Political Buzz. If you enjoyed today's insights and reactions, don't forget to like, subscribe,